Hi guys, it's Katie. Today I'm going to be filming a video that no one wanted. It is a video that is about my paranormal experiences. Now, if you know me in person, you know that I love spirits and I'm a very openly ghostly person, I guess. I love the paranormal. I love everything about the paranormal. So basically, I've had quite a few paranormal experiences that I would like to talk about. The first thing I would classify my first paranormal experience as this story. I believe I was two or three, and my grandma died a couple of like a day before this occurred. And, like in the middle of my room, I was sitting down and I was laughing. I saw an apparition of my grandma, but it wasn't really an apparition. It was like an outline of her body, but it was like all white and like featureless. But I knew it was her. And my mom came in the room and she was like, "Katie, who are you talking to? There's no one there." And I was like, "I was talking to Grandma. What are you talking about?" And then she was like, "Oh, okay." This is at my old house, not the one that I live in now. So I lived in a condo before this, and now I live in the house that my grandma used to live in. I've had a paranormal experience with my grandma at her cemetery, like her gravesite. So this was quite recently too, I should have vlogged about it, but like, I was at her gravesite, and it was cold. So I was wearing a sweater, and I was kind of shivering, you know, as one does. I felt this warming sensation on my right shoulder. So it was like, it didn't feel like someone was grabbing you. It felt like really warm. Not like grabbing, like not like this, but kind of like that. You know, just comfortably, not like squeezing my poor shoulder. So I believe that was my grandma as well, because I have a book. Let me show you. So I have this one book, and it's called The Mammoth Book of True Hauntings, and it is by, it says edited by Peter Hying? I don't know how you pronounce his name. I'm sorry, Peter. I'm sorry. I'm not sponsored by him. So I bought this book a little while ago, and I was just reading through it, and I thought it was so interesting. It's like this huge book of paranormal stuff, and I was like, oh my god, this is beautiful. So, in the back of this book, the 9th chapter it's called A to Z of Ghosts, like Phantoms of the World, and it's like what ghosts are called around the world. And there's this one ghost that is called the perfume ghost, I believe, and it's the scent. Okay, so a perfume ghost is British, I assume, like English, and it says, like, here's the definition and like the little bio thing about like what a perfume ghost is. Since the 17th century, it has been claimed that some ghosts materialize in the form of a scent or aroma. Although nothing can be seen, numbers of people have described being suddenly conscious of the smell of someone whom they were very familiar with in life, usually in the home or in another environment where they spent a lot of time together. So, I have smelled my grandmother's perfume in my room a whole bunch of times before. It's like an Estee Lauder perfume. I don't remember which one it is, but it's an Estee Lauder perfume, and it smells like her, and every time I smell it, I think of her. You know, because that was her perfume. She had a drawer of stuff in here a while ago that I gave to my grandpa, and I kind of was like, "Hey, do you want this?" And he was like, "Yeah." So it was like one of her scarves that she used to wear a lot, and then a couple of her perfumes, and I kept the perfume, but I don't put it out. I leave it like in a drawer, and sometimes the perfume bottle is sitting on my dresser, and it's really weird, and I don't put it out there. It smells like my grandma, which is great, but it smells like an old lady, so I don't ever wear it, so I don't have a reason for it to be up on my dresser. But sometimes it like finds its way up on, and I don't know how. I don't know. All I can think of is my grandma. I've had a few experiences with child ghosts. The first experience that I've had was my mom had a miscarriage, unfortunately, before my brother was born. And they thought it was a boy, but they weren't sure, so they named him Joey, and if it wasn't Joey, it would have been Josephine. So, so my mom has seen the same apparition before, so she can validate this. We've both seen an apparition of a little boy in a navy blue sailor suit with white buttons, white trim, and a sailor hat, and that is Joey, we think. We think that's her unborn son. But he's like 3 years old every time we've seen him. Like he's not like a newborn baby. 3 years old. And it's really strange. Another thing that was really strange was my mom actually, she told me this. She was like, Nani gave me a blue and white trimmed sailor suit for PJ, but he had his photograph taken in that sailor suit when he was 1 year old, and then all of those apparitions went away. Everything went away. We never saw Joey again. Yeah. So I used to talk to him a lot too, I think. Like my mom told me, she was like, Katie used to talk to him. You used to like sit in the corner and laugh, and I would be like, Katie, who are you talking to? There's no one there. And I would be like, no, man, Joey's here. He said something really funny, and I was like laughing. So, there's that. I am very into the paranormal. I love the paranormal. It's awesome. I live in Illinois, and there's this one cemetery in Illinois, and it's called the Bachelor Grove Cemetery. Let me tell you, I would love to go there. I've never been. However, I would kill to investigate there. Not even investigate. I would just kill to, like, sit there and just be like, whoa. Because there's this one really cool picture of an apparition of a lady in white. And this is the coolest thing I've ever seen, like photographed. And I think it's real, but whatever. Now, you may be thinking, Katie, you've shared this really weird thing with us. Like, what? Like, you're so weird. Number one, yeah, I am really weird. Number two, you know, okay, let me just say that I do not worship Satan. I am not a Satanist. I believe in the devil, but, like, I don't worship him. I don't perform seances. I don't welcome spirits into my home. I don't play with a Ouija board. I don't do any of that, okay? I just enjoy the paranormal from afar. I enjoy it. I like watching other people do that. I have never used a Ouija board. Probably never will. I've done an Ovilus session before, but the Ovilus is like, it's really weird because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let me think. Have I had any more paranormal experiences? Oh, okay. So, my grandma's house, which you guys have never seen, I've never filmed there, but, at my grandma's house, their next door neighbor, her name was Eleanor, I believe. And Eleanor had a son. And Eleanor's son, I don't know his name. I'm not going to, release his name because I honestly don't know it. So, he committed suicide in, the bathroom or one of the bedrooms, I believe. I think it was the bedroom. Like the master bedroom. So, I've seen an apparition of a man that I think is him, and he's standing like in the window and he's like peeking out. I had some crazy experiences when I was little with that guy. He would just like wave and say, hi, but I haven't seen him in a really long time. And then my great grandmother Gigi on my dad's mom's side. Her name was Gigi. I have seen an apparition, or like, not even an apparition. I think it was a figure, like a gray figure. It wasn't white and it wasn't black. It was somewhere in between. It was a gray figure standing in the foyer, like the little. She has like a little foyer that's like the door, and then you turn into like the living room. So I've seen it right there when I'm like laying down on the couch and it's dark. I've seen that, and then when my grandma's friend Kathy, she used to have a Chihuahua, and her name was Leilani, and she was very sweet, but unfortunately she died quite recently. She used to bark at this one chair in my grandma's kitchen, and we were always like, why is this one chair every time? She just kept barking and barking, and she wouldn't stop barking. And then it was the same chair every time because she came over quite frequently. So we all think that that was my grandma that she was barking at, because people think that, you know, dogs can see spirits and dogs can like sense stuff, which I think maybe, yeah, I think so. But so now that you have this information about me and my paranormal experiences, let me know in the comments. Have you ever had a paranormal experience like any of mine? Have you ever had a paranormal experience in general? Have you ever gone ghost hunting? Do you like ghost adventures? Tell me something about the paranormal in the comment section below. That is all. I love you guys so much. If you want me to make other videos kind of talking about the paranormal, I will. If you request them, I will not do it just because I know some of you guys probably wouldn't like that. So if there are some of you out there that would like those videos, let me know in the comments below, and I will get to you. I respond to all of your guys' comments, by the way, so, you know, whatever. Like I said, I don't worship the devil. I don't worship Satan, Lucifer, whatever you would like to call him. I do not worship him. I don't do crazy satanic rituals. I don't, you know, kill animals. I'm a vegetarian, so I wouldn't do that. Now this train wreck of a video is over. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all next week. Bye!